The ongoing conflict between Iran, the United States, Israel, and the Gulf states reached a critical turning point in early April 2026. The war began on February 28th, when the United States and Israel launched a massive joint military operation, codenamed Operation Epic Fury, involving hundreds of strikes on Iranian military sites, missile facilities, air defenses, nuclear infrastructure, and leadership targets. In the opening salvo, Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei was assassinated, along with several top officials, severely degrading Iran's command structure and capabilities. Iran responded swiftly and forcefully, launching hundreds of ballistic missiles and thousands of drones not only at Israel and U.S. bases, but also directly striking targets across the Gulf Cooperation Council countries, including the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bahrain, and Qatar. Airports, energy infrastructure, and U.S. military installations such as Al Udeid in Qatar came under attack. For the first time in such a conflict, Iran selectively disrupted commercial shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, the choke point for about 20% of global oil, by forcing vessels to turn back, mining areas, and threatening tankers. This caused oil prices to surge dramatically, triggered global fuel shortages and supply chain disruptions, and raised fears of a wider economic crisis. Over the following 40 days of intense fighting, thousands of people were killed across Iran, Lebanon, Israel, and the Gulf states, with millions displaced, including more than 1/6 of Lebanon's population. Civilian areas, energy facilities, and infrastructure suffered significant damage, while Iran's proxies, particularly Hezbollah in Lebanon, intensified rocket fire and operations, drawing Israel into a parallel escalation. On April 7th and 8th, after intense diplomatic efforts brokered in part by Pakistan, the United States and Iran agreed to a 2-week ceasefire. Iran committed to reopening the Strait of Hormuz for safe passage of oil and commercial ships, while both sides agreed to suspend offensive operations against each other. Israel signaled support for the pause regarding Iran, though disagreements quickly emerged over whether the truce extended to Lebanon and Hezbollah. Iran presented a broader 10-point proposal calling for a lasting regional ceasefire, sanctions relief, and reconstruction assistance, while the U.S. insisted on no uranium enrichment and the handover of nuclear material. Both sides claimed victory. The U.S. and Israel pointed to the destruction of much of Iran's missile program, air defenses, and nuclear-related capabilities, while Iran highlighted its ability to survive the onslaught, strike across the region, and force negotiations. Almost immediately, the ceasefire came under severe strain. Hours after the announcement, Israel launched one of its heaviest waves of airstrikes on Lebanon, over 100 strikes in a short period, targeting what it described as Hezbollah positions in Beirut, southern Lebanon, and the Bekaa Valley. Lebanese officials reported more than 250 deaths in the deadliest single day of recent fighting there, with widespread damage to residential and commercial areas. Israel maintained that Lebanon and Hezbollah were not covered by the U.S.-Iran deal and that operations against the group would continue. In response, Hezbollah resumed rocket fire into Israel, and Iran, along with Pakistan, condemned the strikes as a violation that could collapse the broader truce. Iran temporarily reimposed restrictions on Hormuz traffic, prompting U.S. warnings and complaints about stalled shipping. As of April 10, 2026, the 2-week ceasefire remains in effect, but extremely fragile. High-level talks between the U.S. and Iran are scheduled to begin soon in Pakistan, yet deep disagreements persist over the inclusion of Lebanon, the future of Iran's nuclear program, its missile capabilities, regional proxies, sanctions, and Gulf security. Gulf states are divided. Some demand accountability and reparations for damages from Iranian strikes, while others express concerns about long-term U.S. reliability after their territory and bases became targets. Global energy markets continue to fluctuate amid uncertainty, and any misstep, whether in Lebanon, Hormuz, or during negotiations, risks reigniting full-scale conflict. This temporary pause offers a narrow window for diplomacy, but the underlying issues that sparked the war remain unresolved. The situation is developing rapidly, with profound implications for regional stability, global energy security, and international relations.